What's going on, nation? Today I'm going to share with you guys one quick tip to help you really start to pack the mass on your deltoids and give you guys that pumpkin shoulder look that you all want. It looks like two pumpkins hanging off the top of your arms when you flex. But the only way that can happen is if you're targeting those deltoid heads properly to maximize their growth. And if you guys all know, we have the anterior head in the front, the middle in the middle, and the posterior in the back. Now, like any other workout, guys, when you start off your shoulder workouts, I recommend starting with a heavy compound lift, doing 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. And for me, it's usually the standing dumbbell press. So I'll do my first 3 or 4 sets right here, and I'll go as heavy as I can for that rep range of 8 to 10 repetitions. And for those of you guys who are wondering why I do it standing with dumbbells, I'll post a link for you to my Versus series where I discuss the dumbbell press versus the barbell press, and I go over all the different reasons why you'd want to choose either one depending on which heads you're trying to target. But in a nutshell, standing dumbbell press is going to hit all 3 heads pretty hard, especially the posterior deltoid. But anyways, as soon as you finish here, most people go over and they start doing their dumbbell flies, okay, or their lateral raises, front raises, and rear raises, and it looks like this. They grab both dumbbells at the same time, and they start off nice and smooth, and then you start to see a lot of this, and a little bobbing with the head and bouncing with the knees. And you'll see the same thing in the front, and you'll see the same thing when you're bent over like this. And it's because, you know, you're starting to fatigue, or maybe you're trying to use heavier weights because you're frustrated that you're not seeing much growth in the heads of your deltoids, so you're trying to compensate by lifting heavier. But there's an easier way to do this, and I'll explain why. Think about when you guys are doing bicep curls, okay? So you have your dumbbells, and you're doing bicep curls, and I guarantee, like, majority of you guys aren't dumbbell curling at the same time. You're probably doing one arm at a time, really feeling that tension in the right arm, and then doing the left and really feeling the tension there, so you can isolate and break down each arm as much as possible in order to get the most regrowth, because you want to have big biceps. Well, why not apply that same theory to your shoulders? And what you're going to do is actually find something to hold on to when you do this exercise. So we'll start off with the lateral raise, targeting the middle deltoid. Hold on to something that's sturdy, and then use that kind of like as a post for your body. A lot of times when people bounce, it's because they don't have anything that's really holding them in place. So you can do this and hold yourself in place, and then have more stability to lift heavier weights using one arm at a time. And you can also focus more energy into that middle deltoid on your right shoulder because you're only doing one arm at a time. Same thing with the bicep curls. You can probably curl more weight by doing them individually as opposed to trying to do them at the same time. So we're going to focus all that energy here, come all the way up, and come all the way down. And real quick too, guys, just a quick form check. When you're trying to work the middle deltoid, you have to keep your chest up and keep the dumbbell by your side and lift straight out. If you come in front of your body like this, you bring the tension from your middle deltoid to your anterior deltoid, which is the front, so you're not working your middle deltoid as hard as possible. If you want to work your front deltoid, obviously there's an exercise for that. So if you're focusing on middle deltoid, keep it straight and come up. And a cool thing about hanging onto a post is if you want more range of motion, you can actually kind of lean to the side a bit, keep your core nice and tight, and then do the movement. And you get a bit more range of motion out of it. And as soon as you finish one side, you're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. And what you can do is you can apply this to all 3 exercises. Now you're going to do a front raise. Okay, get nice and stance. Get your stance nice and stable by holding onto the post. All the way up, all the way down. Focus on hitting that anterior deltoid, and then do the other side. Get a nice stable base, all the way up and all the way down, just like this. And then when I do the bent over fly, or bent over raise, I actually like to hold with my hand this way, and I kind of push off of it. So I'm pushing into it with my legs, and I'm going to push off with my arm. And that's going to allow me to get nice, stable stance like this, so that as I do the movement, I'm not thrusting and moving. I'm holding myself in place all the way up and all the way down, just like this. So that's my tip for you guys. I want you to apply it to your next shoulder workout. Instead of always doing both arms at the same time, do them individually. Really isolate the anterior, middle, and posterior deltoids, And if you want to make this into a workout, you can start off with the heavy compound lift, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then when you come over here, 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, doing all 3 exercises, and obviously applying the same amount of reps to each arm. Don't do like 3 sets on one side, 2 sets on the other side, guys. Let's be smart about this. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if any of you guys need a full 12-week program to really pack on muscle, be sure to click the link down in the info section below. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.